So today I'm going to explain that 3-step process that's going to make you addicted to studying. I know. It can be difficult to get yourself to actually study. But with this system right here, you'll ace all your exams. Step number 1, change your mindset. Not only with regards to studying, but also with regards to who you actually are. First of all, you have to change your mindset about your subject. Because let's be honest, if you don't want to study, it's probably because you don't like the subject. You think it's too difficult or it's meaningless. And that is not very constructive, even though I totally understand that some subjects are boring, but you are going to study the subject anyway. So focus on what you can change. And what you can change is your mindset about the subject. So what you can do is you can find the interesting stuff in the subject instead of focusing only on the negative stuff. For example, if you think math sucks, I understand you, but you're going to have math anyway. So focus on the interesting aspects of math. Because the reality is, if you want to show up every single day and do something and be good at it, you have to be interested in it. The second part is you have to change your mindset about who you actually are. So if this is all your friends and they say math is terrible, and they see themselves as people who are bad at math, they will never be good at the math. They will never ace the math exam. So this is where you have to be different. You have to tell yourself, I'm actually the type of person who can ace math. I'm interested in math. Don't see yourself as a bad student. Change your mindset about who you are, and you will see great results. So this is the first step. Now, even though you have the right mindset, you are interested in the subject, and you believe you should do it, nothing will really change if you don't get this step right. And this step is what I call the study routine. A lot of students struggle to study consistently because they don't have a routine. I'm not talking about cold plunge or cold showers or running 100 miles every single day. I'm talking about a routine that will help you stay consistent with your study. For example, a good routine would be waking up at the same time every single day and scheduling a study session where you don't do anything else besides study. This way you will show up consistently, even on the days where you don't feel like it. So, a study routine could be like, wake up at 6 a.m., study for 2 hours, and then go to school. But the most important part about your study routine is that you actually are focused. And how can you do that? Well, you can train your focus like a muscle. Try to do study intervals where you don't do anything else besides study. And even though it can feel tempting to grab your phone and scroll, with time, it will get better if you actually try to not scroll. And I know it's easier said than done, but you can actually put time limits on your phone. You can use various softwares to plug social media on your phone. What's also important to have in mind here in the second step, when we're talking about the study routine, is that it's important to have a schedule. It's important for you to have a calendar where you put in every task that you need to do. This will reduce the friction that it takes from your brain to actually think about what you need to do. If you plan your day the day before, it's easier to get started. Now moving on to the third and final step. And this is actually the most important of them all. I want to talk to you about the champion's mindset. You have to view yourself as a champion, someone who can show up consistently every single day. This means that even though you're not seeing results right away, even though your attention span is not improving right away, even though your grades are not improving right away, you keep showing up consistently because champions think different. They think long term. So even if you're not seeing results, stay consistent, and eventually with the right routine and the right mindset, you're going to improve. These are the 3 steps that are going to make you consistent in studying and actually get you better grades. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.